The discovery. For centuries, humanity has tilted its head back and stared at the night sky. We mapped constellations. We tracked wandering planets. We told stories about gods, heroes, and monsters written in the stars. But all the while, a deeper question lingered in our hearts. Are we alone in this vast universe? With each new invention, we pushed our vision further. The telescope gave us the moons of Jupiter. The radio dish gave us whispers from galaxies far away. And now, the James Webb Space Telescope, the crown jewel of human astronomy, has given us something beyond imagination. A window, not just into the stars, but into worlds themselves. This observatory, floating a million miles from Earth, was designed for precision. Its gold-coated mirrors, as delicate as spider silk yet strong as steel, capture the faintest light. Light that has traveled billions of years across space and time. Webb dissects that light into colors, into chemical fingerprints, into secrets written in starlight. Every beam of light is a messenger. Every pattern is a story waiting to be told. At first, astronomers expected Webb to simply refine what we already knew. Measure atmospheres. Study galaxies. Search for the leftovers of the Big Bang. But instead, it keeps giving us something more profound. Something unexpected. It doesn't just sharpen knowledge. It challenges belief. It shakes the foundation of what we thought possible. And its latest revelation might be the most stunning of all. Because this time, Webb has found not just another exoplanet. Not just another dot of light circling a star. But a place with potential. A place that whispers of habitability. A super-Earth, orbiting a cool red star only 40 light-years away. Not too distant to be a fantasy. Not too close to be ordinary. A world that exists in the cosmic middle ground, close enough to see, but far enough to remain shrouded in mystery. At first glance, it seems unassuming. Larger than Earth, but not a giant. Rocky. Sturdy. Heavy enough to hold on to an atmosphere, yet light enough to keep a surface that we can imagine walking upon. It orbits in the star's habitable zone. The narrow region where heat and light allow water to remain liquid. The cosmic Goldilocks zone, not frozen into lifeless ice, not scorched into desert fire. But balanced. Just right. And then Webb did something no telescope had ever done before. It read the planet's atmosphere. Like holding up a prism to alien skies, it split starlight passing through that atmosphere into its chemical essence. And the result stopped astronomers cold. There it was, written in the data: water vapor. Methane. Carbon dioxide. Oxygen. Each molecule alone might not mean much. Volcanoes can make methane. Rocks can release carbon dioxide. Water is common in the universe. But together? Together, in the precise ratios Webb detected, they tell a different story. A story that hints at a system in balance. A balance we only know on one world so far, Earth. Because here, on our planet, oxygen and methane should cancel each other out. They react. They destroy one another. The only reason they remain is because life keeps replenishing them. Plants breathe out oxygen. Microbes release methane. Life maintains the imbalance. It is the fingerprint of biology. And now, 40 light-years away, Webb has seen that same fingerprint again. A chemical rhythm. A cosmic echo of life itself. The first sign that maybe, just maybe, we are not alone. The possibility. But before we run too far with wonder, let us pause and ask, why are super-Earths so captivating? Why are these worlds at the heart of the search for life? They are larger than our Earth, often 1 to 10 times the mass. That size gives them power. Enough gravity to hold onto thick atmospheres. Enough stability to shelter climates for millions, even billions of years. Their skies can trap warmth. Their surfaces may host oceans, rivers, clouds, and storms. Some super-Earths may even be more welcoming than Earth itself. Calmer climates. Gentler seasons. Longer spans of stability. They are, in many ways, prime real estate for life. And among them, this world rises to the top. Yet it has a twist. The planet is tidally locked. One side faces its star forever, bathed in eternal daylight. The other side lies in endless night, frozen and shadowed. At first, this seems fatal to habitability. One side scorched. The other side frozen. But climate models tell another story. A thick atmosphere could act as a global conveyor belt, shuttling warmth from the day to the night. And between those extremes lies a twilight zone. A thin ring of eternal dusk. A place where seas might glimmer under a sky of permanent sunset. Where winds sweep endlessly, carrying life-giving heat. Where liquid oceans could exist. And where ecosystems might thrive. Imagine such a world. On the day side, clouds boil under the dim light of a red sun. On the night side, glaciers stretch endlessly into darkness. But in the twilight belt, balance rules. The air is breathable. The oceans alive. The horizon painted by a sun that never rises and never sets, fixed forever, casting an eternal glow. What kind of life could grow here? Perhaps creatures more compact and muscular, hardened by stronger gravity. Perhaps photosynthetic organisms, drawing energy from red light, painting alien landscapes in colors beyond human imagination. On the dark side, perhaps life that glows, bioluminescent, or creatures with senses entirely unfamiliar to us. Ecosystems sprawling across the twilight ocean. Predators. Prey. Symbiosis and survival under rules no earthly biology has known. And for the first time, speculation like this isn't fantasy. It's anchored in real data. Webb is giving us more than hints. It's giving us evidence. The light passing through this planet's atmosphere carries a coded message. A message written in absorption lines. And when Webb read that message, it didn't just find simple molecules. It found subtle changes. Seasonal variations. Tiny imbalances. Signs of chemistry that seems active. Volcanic activity. Complex reactions. Or perhaps, just perhaps, the quiet, steady breathing of a biosphere. And that possibility changes everything. It forces questions far beyond astronomy. If life exists there, what do we do? Do we remain silent, cautious, as Stephen Hawking warned? Do we fear the risks of contact, remembering how history often favored the advanced over the vulnerable? Or do we embrace curiosity, believing connection is inevitable, and hiding impossible? After all, Earth's radio signals have already begun leaking into space. Perhaps they've already noticed us. Perhaps, at this very moment, another civilization is asking the same question we are. Are we alone?